We have our second new moon in Libra. Let's talk about it. I have the chart right behind me, so let's get into it. For some reason, I can't pinch myself small here to get out of the way, so we're just going to go with it. This new moon and sun is actually at the tip of a yod. If you don't know what a yod is, it is a finger of God asking you to look at the apex or tip, which is the moon and sun in Libra at 28 degrees. This is kind of like the ultimate rebalancing of the scales of your life and asking you to come into the 0 point, the middle point, because that is the point of creation. The thing about a yod is that it's a very karmic placement, and that tip apex point, this point of creation, depends on the bottom 2 feet of the yod. And this yod, you can see it right here. This yod has Uranus and Gemini at 1 foot and Saturn and Neptune at the other foot of the yod. This means that that energy is shooting up to the apex point and kind of overwhelming your scales, if you will. So you need to learn how to work with it. This new moon is also squaring both Pluto in Aquarius and Jupiter in Cancer. So how you're going to rebalance your scales is really you're going to come into a much deeper discipline. You're going to commit to acting on your spiritual purpose, your heart, your why you're here, your big purpose. You are going to act on it. You're not just going to talk about it, you're going to act on it. And I made a video on that actually yesterday. Go watch it. Because a lot of times we will say something, but we won't actually follow it up with action. This is the number one key that you need to do to rebalance these scales. Act on your heart's purpose. Why you're here, act on it. Do it. Connecting with God. Things are much easier when you connect in with your God source provider of choice. So on the other foot of the yod, it's Uranus and Gemini at 0. This means open up your mind and open up your perspective. Get out of the program of your mind telling you, I do this, and then I do this, and then I have this plan. All of that is bullshit. All of that is you creating from the past. If you want to get into the power of this Neptune-Saturn conjunction here, you got to get past your old program of your mind. You got to move past it. You got to realize that your mind is open and malleable, but it's also a program of the past. And if you want to keep recreating the past, then keep living from your mind. If you want to go after your real purpose, you need to live from your heart, which is what this here is telling you. But the mind does have a place. Absolutely. You can't be here without your mind. But what you need to do is take your purpose, your heart's purpose, and reprogram your mind with that. You need to get out of your own way and let God come in and rebalance your scales. You need to trust someone else besides you. You need to realize that there is a greater power here, and that is where your true power lies when you connect in with that. Otherwise, you're going to be people-pleasing. Those scales are going to be going back and forth with whatever's going on around you, whatever you think other people want you to do, whatever's programmed in the past in your mind, and whatever you kind of have identified with before. That's going to cause you to lose your 0 point. That's going to cause your scales to get way off balance. They're going to be swinging between what you think other people want, but really what you want is it's where you need to be, and not just what your ego wants, what your heart really wants. And when you can find this balance is when true abundance, Jupiter and Cancer, comes to you. True abundance is like love. It's opening up to the love that this spirit is flowing through you, and that creates all other kinds of abundance. But the true abundance you're looking for is love for yourself, and that creates true personal power. And that is this aspect right here, the Pluto and Aquarius square. So those squares mean that you need to change your perspective. The way that you are thinking and acting and being right now is not working for you to find the true personal power, which is love flowing through you, streaming through you. That's true personal power, and that's true abundance, and that's true love, and that's really why we're here. And that is part of your mission to create more of that. This Saturn and Neptune is really like, get clear on your mission, your heart's mission, your soul's mission, and act on it. Be devoted to it. Get out of your own way. Ask for help from the divine. And I really want to emphasize God, divine, that means whatever. That's not in a religious sense. It means whatever it means to you. So figure it out, because it's way easier to stay balanced and centered in this creational 0 point if it's not just you convincing yourself that you're actually there and grounded and centered, because you're connected to heaven and earth and all that is, and you're in the middle. You are the middle point, and God is backing you up, because there's really no separation between the two. You are God, you are the middle point, and you are everything else, a piece of it.